And we're back, and we are here with Ted Griggs and Crick of Ribbit. Very exciting. They are nominated for the Best Enterprise Startup category. So tell us about that.
Yes, so we did an integration with Salesforce.com and our product, which brings telephony to any web browser. And so we incorporated that into Salesforce's CRM application such that if you have a cell phone, it connects your cell phone directly into the CRM. So as you get calls, you get messages, it gets funneled directly into your CRM application and sent to whatever account you have and distributed to your colleagues and things. So it totally automates the work. Sales guys love it because they hate to go back to Salesforce and type things. So
exactly.
Voice is a much better way to do it.
Nice, nice. And you're doing business development over there. Tell us about
That's right.
that. How's that going?
So, going great. So, Ted didn't mention is that we use a platform technology. So that application that we talked about, Ribbit for Salesforce, was actually built by somebody else, somebody that's a Salesforce programmer. And we actually have over 2,500 developers now in only about 2 months of operation that are building applications. So the demand is fantastic, the story is great, and what we can do by making any web page an extension of the telephone network is first of its kind. So we're seeing really kind of great innovations in the marketplace, bringing voice into web-based applications.
And what's different about what you guys are doing, and what do you think got you nominated?
Boom! Ooh, that's a tricky question. So we've been nominated both in the enterprise and as best overall. And I think what's interesting is that we've positioned ourselves as Silicon Valley's first phone company. So we've taken the mentality of what's good in a phone company, solid, rock hard technology, but we've added the Web 2.0 piece to open up all those services that you normally can't do anything with if you talk to a regular carrier. But we've given them to developers so they can innovate with that. Right. And we're seeing so many interesting applications coming from people who know nothing about telephony but have very specific needs and applications that they're building that telephony can actually make more valuable. And it just really has resonated extremely well.
Give us one example of that, of something that, other than the CRM, of course, right, that telephony can make more valuable.
Okay, great. Sure. So, for example, think about supply chain management, a really, really exciting industry, but there are thousands of operators around the U.S. that are managing things like shatterproof plastic-coated lighting for industrial facilities. And so we have one company who's building an application, it's an online catalog, using Flex, which is Adobe's product, and our technology allows that to act not just like a catalog, but it's actually a two-way communication vehicle between the customer and the operator in the supply chain management system. And that's kind of a breakthrough, and that's why it's exciting, and that's why the marketplace has responded so positively.
Right.
Yeah, what happens there is that there are developers out there who know these esoteric verticals that we would have no idea about, but they know how to market, they know how to sell, they know what the application needs, and when they see they now can incorporate voice into these web applications, they say, great, this will actually increase the value of my application. And so, as obscure as logistics for light bulbs is, there is thousands of people, thousands of operators nationwide that use this kind of software, right. And the ability to add voice to it was incredible.
Hence, that you landed in the enterprise area and not somewhere else in terms of consumer or what have you. Right. I'm wondering, how often, Chris, are you seeing articles about this area?
Quite a bit, actually. But what, as you alluded to earlier, was that they are really priding themselves on being a Silicon Valley phone, the first Silicon Valley telephone company. And the other thing is just opening it up, being bald-faced about it, and just saying, hey, go do what you can. And I think that's really the smart way that they're going about it. You can obviously speak more to that. I mean, what's something that surprised you in what people are creating? Because when you open it up, people take things in strange directions.
They do. So one thing that just surprised us was the outpouring of demand. We actually created a website which is specifically designed around the developer. Mm-hmm. And so you can go in and with no cost at all, you can create an account, you can operate within a sandbox. The programming interface is incredibly simple. So for example, if you want to build something on the web that makes a call, the command is make call, parentheses, phone number, end parentheses. And that's kind of a breakthrough. So by doing that and by making this readily available to developers, the developer can go in, sign up, create an account. They can create as many applications as they like, and they can share the applications within the developer community. So they can get code samples, and they can rate it, and they can communicate with each other to really enhance the value of what we're doing. And so that's been a great surprise, is the outpouring of support in just a month and a half, going from 600 to 2,500 developers on the platform.
When did you launch?
We did our corporate announcement December 17th.
Okay. And I see, just from looking at your website, I was talking to Don Thorson, and he, insider
our vice
scoop.
president of marketing.
Exactly. And just saying how it was really fresh content on there in terms of the marketing and how you're positioning yourself. So how do you see that? I mean, Ribbit, even in the name, right? It's got that connotation of something fun and something that leaps forward.
That's exactly right, and we get great commentary on our logo. In fact, folks love the logo. You won't find any frogs on our website,
but it's green.
That's right. But if you look at the Ribbit logo, the T has this nice little thing that kind of looks like a tongue going after a fly, and so it's how you reach out and communicate with people.
Great. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll be back in just a moment.